Alright, so last time we were playing Skyrim, we were just kind of exploring around, not doing main story quest stuff, which I understand is kind of the point of this game to some extent. Try to explore some more. If you haven't watched me play Skyrim before, I did like make my encumbrance limit an arbitrarily high number. I feel like I know that's playing it wrong, but it doesn't feel interesting or fun to me in this game the way that it did in something like Zelda Breath of the Wild or Fallout 1, where there's just so much less loot in general and the loot feels a lot more authored. They just give you so much crap. And it's so trivial to fast travel around, drop stuff off, and pick it back up. There's like no penalty for doing that. But I do dig this game so far. It's cool. Hey, Lydia's here. I think we explored this last time. Let's see what happens. There's a sprint button in this game, right? Like you move faster with your hands down or something?
Someone there?
Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Still not a stealth archer. I'm sure that'll happen eventually. Yeah. Definitely a fan of authored loot when it's possible. Yeah, I just drop stuff everywhere. That might be the way to do it. The other thing is, like, when you play Fallout 1, if you're over encumbered, you physically cannot pick something up. In this game, you can still pick it up, it just makes you move slower. So if you're willing to deal with the temporary hassle of being slowed down, you can just move through the game at, 1/8 speed. Or I'd almost prefer that if they're going to do encumbrance, they should really do encumbrance and say, no, you cannot carry something else. Sorry, sucks to be you. Right?
Picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
It's that whole concept we talk about where, like, if something's trivial to do, like it's not actually adding interesting gameplay to the game, but it's just annoying, it probably should just be automatic. Yeah, I wish it wouldn't be binary. That would work too if it was a gradient. I really like the way that Dark Souls handles encumbrance. It's a trade-off you have, and there's a reason they got rid of it after Demon Souls.
Now wait, this
Yeah.
It's going as well for me as I would like. Most of this junk. The only mod I would ever install for this game, I think, would probably be something that helps with the inventory management as well, because they give you so much stuff and very little to do with the inventory. You have to leave and come back to the dungeon like 5 times? Wow. That's crazy. But, like, that's reasonably what you're expected to do, right? Seems totally fair in a way. Did I put fire on here? I guess I've been focusing on ice. One of the most popular mods is a UI mod. Let me see.
Time to end.
Remind me, what's so the additional effect of ice, lightning, and fire? Like fire is just extra DPS. One of the two between ice and lightning drains their stamina or something. Remember? It's cute. Dwarven spider. The dwarves in this universe are all gone, right? They like disappeared one day. That's one of my favorite things. People have talked about the lore in this game. That's super cool to me. Speech increase. Don't need to sleep. Yeah, I feel super cheesy steel, really. From who? I feel super cheesy just having no encumbrance and just spamming pick up on everything, but like I said, it's... Okay, this looks important. Lucky to have talked my way out of the gates of Bruma. Time to leave Cyrodiil. Skyrim, not so bad if you mind the smell of... You don't mind the smell of mammoth. I can forget the research, forget the contract. The air is clean here. Caravan brought questions with it. They'll catch up sooner or later. Money won't do any good. Need some dwarven junk to pacify them, but how? Markath is promising, but locked up tight, and I'm no thief. Need to find another way. Highwaymen killed the driver and tried to rob me. Bandits are thick, but nobody's gonna find me down here. Let's try to find a buyer. Huh. Cool. So yeah, I'm curious if someone's made like a mod or a mode that changes the encumbrance system to make it so it's a more interesting choice without just like putting you in a situation where you're mashing the pickup button every time you see items. I suppose that's true, yeah. I think I came this way already. Whoa. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Dwarven Sphere resists frostbite. Okay. Let's try a lightning, maybe? Now, they don't die permanently. Your companions don't die permanently when they go down like that, right? So I put some like potions in here. They just get knocked out temporarily or something like that. Nice. Doing it wrong, right? Yeah. Magicka. Oh, I'm getting a heavy armor upgrade because they're attacking me? That's interesting. I thought I was wielding... I thought I had, like, robes on or something. Jeez, how far back does that send me? I don't know how often I'm auto-saving this game. Pretty frickin' far! Alright, save the game more frequently. Roger. That's a bummer. Moonstone ore. Collect more of these. Aha! I didn't even notice these spiders on the ground last time. Looks like they got a lot of good shit on them, so worth picking them up. Autosaves on loading screens only.
This is the fraud. Yeah.
Mash quick save. I wonder if I can bind quick save to the controller at all. System. Controls. Since it doesn't show me, does anyone happen to know offhand what the keyboard quick save key is by default on Skyrim? Oh, I have to target a corpse for that to work. That makes sense. I thought it would just home in on the nearest corpse. Fair enough. Let me try binding some more magic into favorites, right? That's how that works. So it's destruction, flames. There we go. Got it.
someone there?
My conjuration is just kind of like passively increasing because I have a summoned ally traveling with me, I guess. You're good, zombie buddy. Everything's cool. F5. Thank you. Oh wow, yeah, that doesn't even stop gameplay. I appreciate that.
He's a hero.
Let's see. Ray zombie. Like glass. There's someone there. Right. Must be the wind. Yeah. Zombie growling. Yeah, I can just reach over and tap the tap the keyboard every now and then. Not that big of a deal. Fire's okay against these guys, still not good. Now, it looks like when they die after being risen, their corpse disintegrates, so you can't keep using them like that. Can I mark, let's see, favorites. Can I mark potions as favorites too? Presumably yes, right? Totally can. Just regular one. Oops. Yeah, so why does that say heavy armor? I totally have like light armor equipped right now, I think. Apparel. Yeah, I got like cultist robes on for the magicka regeneration. Oh, there is a loot all button. Take all, thank you.
Can't hide from me.
Just to 30. Just level up. Very exciting. Should probably have an alternate way to fight these guys when I run out of mana until I assume eventually have the ability to just have infinite mana. I might have heavy boots on. Let's see. It might have been that I knew about it before, but the last time I played it was a couple months ago, so. I would blame me before you blame chat. Neato. Okay, so I gotta get back to that little room. This is progress. Yeah, I got you. Just a room key. So they're like a finite number of... Okay, so first of all, is that scrap metal a big deal? Second of all, is there a finite number of those books that give you stat upgrades? Wonder why that says steel and everything else doesn't. It's weird. Could always do stealth archery. I do like magic so far. It's fun. I just gotta get to the point where I'm regenerating so much of it I don't have to worry about it. Okay, so we want to level up now. Level up. Go. I'll keep doing magicka. Instruction 30. Fires 30. So this is where I start investing on a specific element if I wanted to do that. Paralyzes targets, damage, disintegrates targets. Oh, we don't want them to flee, jeez, so maybe not fire ever. This room's 5 times further away. I already have that one, right? Oh, most destruction spells requires 40. We want to get that one soon, though. That sounds great. Okay, I want lightning. It's our first time investing in a specific element. Can I change the ordering of the favorites, or is that just based on the order in which I pick them? Unlimited power. Roleplay this game as the Senate. Okie dokie. Whoa! Ash pile. Oh, really? Okay. Hey, thanks for the follow. This is my first time playing the game. What's an illusion playthrough like? Like, what sort of spells do you get with that? Still interested in potentially diversifying my playthrough as I get access to more things, but it seems like a good start for now. Whoa! We've been seeing those things all over the place. Very nice. Good way to prep you for these things appearing throughout the dungeon. So these are like Dwarven ruins that I'm in right now. It's really cool. I think that's my favorite thing about the lore of this universe so far, the whole idea that the dwarves disappeared. Everyone's like, what's the deal with that? So I probably can't raise dead these things, right? Resisted raise zombie. Does that mean that it's immune to it, or just that I don't have the high enough stats or something? Also, remind me how Soul Trap works. I know that collects gems for crafting. You have to like use it before you kill an enemy or something. Oh, this isn't dwarves? I thought all the spiders are described as dwarves. The dungeon that I'm in right now, anyway. So maybe they're using constructs built by the dwarves. They're pretty resistant to lightning, it turns out. Some kind of weapon. Mix of Whiterun might be the one I'm best with. I think there's not actually that significant of a difference. Oh, you gain their soul. Now, the souls, are they unique? Like, does a bandit drop a different soul than a spider, for example, or a wolf? Or is it all just like different tiers of soul quality based on their level? Shock. Oh, dwarves is just a name for them. I thought they were dwarves in like the traditional fantasies, like Tolkien sense. Stout, not necessarily little. Shit. Yay for this game. You can just use food too, right? Eat a bunch of cheese wheels. So potions are a little bit better for that, huh? Tougher enemies have souls. Oh god. This guy is particularly nasty compared to the other ones we fought. Maybe it's just that Lydia is really like getting shit done lately. Let me do this one though. There we go. Are they weak against fire? Really? I would have expected them to not be weak against fire. Yeah. Yeah, there must be some kind of like, you know, -5 to +5. Oh, that's cool. I didn't even notice that was a chest. Man, my kingdom for like a highlight interactables button. There's gonna be so much good shit I'm gonna miss because of that. I can feel it. This is a cool dungeon. Different from the other ones we've seen so far. I was kind of worried that most of the dungeons would be very similar, like you'd see the matrix pretty quickly, so to speak. I see how this works. That seems useful. Hey, and that just opened all the doors. That is convenience. Thank you, game. Appreciate that. Looking out, as they say. I can see why people dig this game and just want to play it for hundreds of hours. Ooh. New area? Shit, it's kind of cool. We just kind of wandered into this awesome zone that I'm not really prepared for, and I'm running out of resources to be able to handle. Falmer shield, war axe, creep cluster. What are Falmers? Is that like a type of person? Is it a kind of zombie or something?
I've never seen anything quite like that.
Really? That's cool. This must be a Falmer. They're like cool people? Cool people? That's cool. How many different races of elves are there in this universe? Falmer ear. They look like Nosferatu vampires. Oh, that's nice. Everything is something elder elf. Oh, fair enough. All the elves. Hello. That's not delightful. Shit. Oh, that thing has a. Oh. Shit. Oh, that's bad. Not dead though. Doesn't follow me into the water, does it? How does poison work in this game? Is it just a dot that wears off eventually? Let's try healing here. Falmer are new to this game. Interesting. I guess it makes sense. You'd have special kind of elf for Skyrim, right? Skyrim's like a totally different area from where they visited up to this point. There were like books and lore things in the previous games that were hinting about it, what it was like. So I don't want that shout, I don't think. Orcs are really a race of elves? Interesting. That's pretty different, I like that. Skooma. Skooma's like drugs, basically. In that inventory. I wanted to change my equip shout, that's what it was. That's welcome. This man is an elf. The Falmer. I really like that they use the radar for the shout indicator. Good way of not having to add an additional UI element to the game. It's something you can easily see in your peripheral vision. So does Lydia's ability, her abilities scale with you as well? Can you like give her gear to make her better? Slash, do you recover MP more quickly when you're not, like, you don't have magic active? Or not really? Oh, Imp Stool. I thought that was going to be something entirely different from a mushroom. I'm very pleased with what it actually is. Oops. I should have seen. Are orcs like corruptive elves the way they are in Tolkien? Did somebody, or did they used to be a different race of elves that got turned into orcs? Or they're just elves, green elves? Interesting. Let me heal really quick. This will be a fun series to play through at some point. Seems like it's got a lot of really cool lore. Have, like, are there any games in this series that just have not aged well? I know this game fixes a lot of the things that I heard were wrong with, Oblivion and Morrowind. Like, it definitely feels like it's the most polished. Not that, you know, Bethesda's really a polished company. You can use your whole item fruit. What kind of games are 1 and 2? Are they more like CRPGs rather than being first person? Let me save. We played in DOSBox. Interesting. I have one thing that I want. One thing only. Alright, so I guess I could get the augmented flames, and yeah, it seems like it might actually be worth it. Just so that I can switch when I'm fighting an enemy that's nastier. I'll do that for now. I'll do other more interesting upgrades later. I'd like to not be hobbled by my choice of spell. I have at least 2 options. Probably won't do the one that makes them flee. Take the frost and the lightning upgrades. But... Is there any like mechanical benefit to sitting? Do you recover mana or HP more quickly or something like Skyward Sword, or is it just they wanted to let you sit in the chairs for some reason? Daggerfall hadn't aged well within a week of release. I bet it's a dice roll. Interesting. This game, it's like if you... Oh, Staff of Ice Spikes. That sounds cool. I don't think I've found a staff type weapon so far. Can you channel spells through things like that? How do staves work? Huh. So it's just... It's like a separate spell that you cast, I guess? See if I can understand how this thing works.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem to be doing anything. Oh, I have to release it like a... Oh, it shoots a projectile when you let go. That's pretty neat. I like that. It doesn't cost any MP. But it's a flat amount of damage, so it doesn't get better over time. Staffs have charges. I see. So that's the downside. Gotcha. Are they all consumable? Like... Do you ever find a staff that has infinite charges or something? I would probably never use them if they have consumable charges. Much as that's kind of a bummer. Let's go with... Defavorite this thing then. Solid or something. Oh, so that little bar is the number of charges, I see. Staff lasts longer if you're better at magic. You're right, I'm not happy to hear that. That means that... Now, what does it mean by better at magic? Higher magicka stat? More points in the related school that the staff is connected to? Like, more points in magic points in general? That means don't use staves until, like, the last 50 hours of the game, right? That's the only time it'll actually be effective. Won't really do that, but... Yeah. Yep. That's a really good comparison, Generic, thank you. It helps me to understand the difference between them. I haven't played Kingsfield, but I've watched some videos of it. Things added. What do I just said added instead of having me looted traditionally? That's weird. How do you pronounce this? Is it chorus? Chorus? Chaurus? Like, what are they? Spider things? I ask because sometimes little random enemies like that have a cool lore backstory, like Underdark spiders in Dungeons and Dragons, Striders, that sort of thing. They're not just regular spiders. Morrowind is Demon Souls. It seems reasonable. Really do not like the melee combat in this game. In first-person games in general, I don't think I've played a game where first-person melee feels right. I guess I could, like, pop into this view, but it's just kind of the way it controls independent of that. It's not a big deal, I guess it's just why people tend to not play that playstyle, right? You use magic or bows or something. One day, someone will make a game that controls really well with first-person melee fighting. Maybe it already exists and I just haven't played it yet. There we go. Human heart, huh? What are you doing walking around with one of those, bud? All the way down here. You, like, go to the surface? What's an edge beetle doing with a gold ring? One hand plus shield is okay. Yeah, I guess the melee in Vermintide feels okay. Feels fairly visceral, and there's just so many enemies on the screen that you always feel like you're making some sort of impact. But I guess in order for melee to work in first-person view, I feel like you pretty much need to one-shot everything, so you gotta have a ton of enemies. You can't be sitting there swinging multiple times at a dude and just watching their health bar drain slowly.
Yeah.
Shit, super dead. Oh shit, this door's locked. Closed behind me or something? Jeez. I can see that soreness, that makes sense. Ah, that's cute. Maybe that's telling me something. It's telling me to press it with a certain pattern, I guess? I don't know. I'm actually not sure what it wants from me there. Nice, Yukupo. It's like finding money in your wallet. Or money in your pocket. Like $20 bill in your couch cushions. Aww. Thought I totally had it the first time too. I do like the lockpicking in this game. It's a neat minigame. Total equipment you find for other types. Highest crafted equipment you've made in the game. Interesting. That changes the kind of loot you find after that? That's different than I would have expected. That is not an openable door. That is not a thing. Oh god. So like they're gonna one-shot you? If someone could just tell me what this button does. Maybe I only had to press it the one time and it made that thing down there glow. I didn't notice it. I guess there's a reason they probably show you at a distance there. That's interesting. Hockey. I never came over here in the first place, so it's worth exploring. Nothing else. Lydia! Lydia! I suck on my own, I need your help. Sorry, Lydia, I didn't mean to almost burn you to death. We're friends, right? Lydia's our friends, not food. Oh, the button opened this door. Thank you, Lisa. Appreciate that. On the one hand, I appreciate that the game doesn't, like, cut away and take you out of the game to, like, show you the door that opened and play a little jingle, but I guess it did show you this area with the guys walking around and the overlook, which is probably a better solution overall. Does she regenerate health very quickly when out of combat or something? Oh, that's a cool looking chest. Strength, helmet. It's kind of crazy that like this entire 1 hour session we're at 41 minutes and it's all been in this dungeon. I lost about 5 minutes from that quick save mistake, which reminds me I should probably save. But still, like, just the extent to which you can be walking around and just get lost in a huge dungeon, random door you walk into is pretty cool. Guessing that is the dream of this game. You're like, ooh, piece of candy. Except when you say, ooh, piece of candy in a game like Breath of the Wild, you know, you're on like a 20-30 minute detour. There aren't too many times you'll find a full-on like, giant underground dungeon the way the... Oh man, another zone. Crazy. Anyway, with the way that the level design is set up in that game, world design. Still love Breath of the Wild. I think that has its own benefits that you can go on a bunch of little tangents, little snack-sized tangents all the way. You don't really accidentally stumble into a family-sized pizza. This guy looks neat. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm super dead. Okay. This will be fun. I don't think I have the resources to win this one, folks, but we'll give it a try. Especially since there's other ads in the room. So if there's like a trick I can do to fight them. This doesn't feel very much like a there's a trick you can do to fight them type game, so. Enemy health transfer between maps. Like if I get this Dwarven sphere to half health and walk out of the room and come back, is he just going to be at full health again? I know that's super cheesy, but like, the only way I'm going to win this is with significant cheese. Whoa! Got this, Lydia. I believe in you. This enemy will probably stay dead if I leave and come back at least, right? Shit. That was bad. Yeah. I love the snacks in that game. Wonderful. Excellent game. Not really a complaint, really. It's a different kind of approach to world design. It can be nice if you don't have a lot of time to play to be able to sit down and say, okay, I'm going to do something productive. I'm going to hit a bunch of cathartic milestones, as I call them, in a short playtime. Hey, Lydia. Good job not being dead. I'm proud of you. You deserve a raise if I were paying you, which totally not. Huge jerk. Let my mana come back. Maybe try that guy again. Do one of the old... Let him, like, kite him around the room and then drop down, because he probably won't drop down and follow me, and then kite him around the room again. Yeah, wouldn't that be cool if you just randomly stumbled into them, though, Sornus? I think that would be the dream. Like Zelda 1, just kind of walking around and shit, I guess this is like a 2-hour-long dungeon, holy crap. Yeah, for sure. Phenomenal is still the word I would use to describe that game. Yeah, you tank him, Lydia. You get him. You got this guy. You don't need my help. It's all you. How many mana potions do I have? I always just wait. I have no mana potions. Fantastic. Spells are stronger. Stamina regeneration. Poison means applying poison. Alright, guess we're just waiting. You got this, Lydia. Handling him very well, actually. I'm not going to question this. Yeah! Elder Scrolls V, Chronicles of Lydia. You do that. Woo! Cheer you on. Is this just typical Bethesda here, that the thing just stopped aggroing, lost its attack routine for some reason? Good job, Lydia. Totally earned it. What an easy battle. Yeah, right? I feel like there's a lot of things in this game that are just mild hassles that'll change the way you play because you don't want to deal with it. Maybe that's what mods are for. Dynamo Core. Cool.
What an easy win!
I don't know why his attack routines stopped there for some reason, but yeah, I'll take it. That is what we call an earned victory. I deserve that all day. Mod auto-apply poisons, yeah. Does anyone accuse Bethesda of, like, slacking on quality of life features because they can count on modders to add it? Is that a common frustration? I wonder if that's something that would have become more real with Skyrim coming out. Like, they make that error with Fallout 4. Alright, well, there's gotta be like a switch I can pull to get into those rooms on the side here, right? Maybe some of them just open normally? Oh yeah, some of them just open normally. You lack the required item? What? Am I supposed to get the acquired items somewhere else and bring it here? Is that... Can I typically expect that of Skyrim? That it will have dungeons that link together like that? Or does that typically mean I need to like search this zone until I find the required item? Night, sir. See ya. Thanks for hanging as always.
What's the hurry?
Wrong lever. There's a lever I can pull? Typically dungeons are self-contained. Okay, that's what I need to know. So I can't mess with that. I don't see any levers. I see. But not very typical. If you can... Close to the stairs. Thank you. Ah! Aha! Good looking out. Thank you. That was the appropriate amount of time to wait to give me a clue, by the way. Let me dork around for 5 minutes. Start asking. Dresser. Hey, that's probably the one we need. Contraption does not move. Really? Is there another one of those doors down here that I wasn't able to open? Maybe there's still something in this room that I need to get. Chest is empty. Dresser's empty. That's like a razor sconce thing. Whoa! I don't think I can use that to shenanigan my way to places I'm not supposed to be. Or at least it wouldn't require me to do jump shout shenanigans to get where I'm supposed to go. Okay, I will take another clue. The thing that I need to manage this contraption, can I get it in this dungeon? And if I can, where do I go to get it? Because I give up. Got that lever thing, and it says I lack the required item. Can look. There's not like a recent thing in this game, right? It tells you stuff you just recently found. Thank you, Game Saucer. There's a door in the room. This door, I thought, takes us outside of the dungeon. That's why I didn't come check it out. It goes back outside. I do need to get it somewhere else entirely. Okay, so it's an unusual example of that. I will try to remember that this place exists. I'm able to fast travel here now, right? And the fact that I've reached the end of the dungeon, does the dungeon design in this game typically leave you with a shortcut to get back to... I think I've just answered my own question. It appears the answer is yes. So if I can find this entrance, I can go straight back to the end. Does that get marked on the map, though, is a good question. Ooh, it doesn't. That's a bummer. Don't have a way to mark my map to say that it's here, do I? I can set a destination. Yeah, right, Yukipo. I probably need that to be able to beat the game if I screw up at the rate I screwed up today. I think it was correct to lose once. It's pretty perfect, and especially to lose and then spend 10 minutes on a Comcast phone call, but that's a very realistic experience, which I think is what Penn and Teller were going for. I wonder how they handled that in the Desert Bus for Hope. If they, like, restart if they get towed. They've got to make that mistake occasionally. Man, it's everywhere, man. You guys are huge butts. Oh, you kill a horse? That's rude. Butterfly wing. Black mage robe. Oh, that looks cool, but it's not as good as my current robe. I think it's like 75% faster. Yeah, I think last time I was playing, I was trying to do the main quest line, and then Skyrim happened. And I was like, ooh, piece of candy, and got distracted. I could go do that, though. Is there always a main quest indicator on my map somewhere? Or is that something I have to, like, manually bind in this list here? Mirok. Tree of the Horn. Is there a way to tell what's a main story quest? I'm guessing this one must be, because it's talking about, like, learning shouts. So I'm trying to see, what does the quest marker look like at the top? Like, what is the right shape I should be looking for to progress the main story quest here? Check the map quick. Let's see. Morthal, Tree of the Horn. Alright, so it's this one. It looks like an arrow pointing at a door. That means that the location for the quest is inside a zone boundary. Hey, Knight, how's it going? Yeah, no worries. Mostly did a long dungeon. Oh, really? Tribal emblems. Ah, so side quests have this kind of boring emblem on the sides, and then these two are main story quests, presumably. That's cool. That's neat. Ah, so like, I know that there's some kind of I haven't played this game before, but I know there's some sort of like Brotherhood Covenant thing, Assassins or something like that. There might be a big quest line associated with them that would have its own little symbols on the side. Oh, really? So the horn one. All right, let me look at it. Let me study it, because I'm sure I'll remember next time. It looks like little dragon heads breathing fire. Got it. Whoa! There's a few organizations. You said you move a little bit faster when your hands are down. Try to remember that. Ustengrav. Whoa, that's cool. I didn't know it was a gnarly underground thing. Cool, cool, cool. Ustengrav. I like Ustens, I like Gravs. Gotcha. Thank you, Game Saucer. That's very helpful. This place seems fun. Oh, you're not friendly. Is there a way for me to know at a glance if a humanoid character is going to be friendly to me or not? I kind of get the sense that the answer is no. So whether like a health bar. I know friendly characters have health bars too, because you can murder everyone in the game technically, right? Alright, necromancer robes. My cultist robes are 75% faster. I need that number to be much larger. Yeah, it looks cooler probably. Half-orc lady can dress in black like her soul. Chances are people inside caves aren't friendly. You tend to only meet friendly NPCs on the road and in towns. Hey guys, what's up? Seems like you're having a not so great Thursday/Friday. I think I may have asked this in a previous session, but ice magic's not super great in this game, I take it, right? A lot of the enemies are probably very resistant to ice. Also, what is the difference between a Draugr and like just a run-of-the-mill zombie? Are they just like ice zombies? Are they connected to some special magic that gives them a different name? Ice magic is great against melee. Even against, well, I guess for you do that for the special effect that it comes with, right? Not for whatever element that they're weak against. I imagine the game makes some effort to let you know when a friendly NPC or an NPC is friendly in a dungeon, so you don't accidentally murder them.
Let's get going then.
Gotcha. Guess probably if they're like walking away from me, they're not friendly. Yeah, I can get away with assuming that at least. Go that way. Oh, you can't murder quest important NPCs. I would have thought you could. That seems like a very Skyrim-y thing to be able to do, right? Is that new to Skyrim? Are you able to murder those people in previous games in the series? Ah, I see. There is a way up there, but we're at about time here, folks, so let me get to a good vantage point for when we start playing next time. And I'll give you guys a heads up on what's coming up next.